Yeah, what up? We back with another edition of RPT, Real Prison Talk with Wes. And today I want to talk about how horrible the classification system is in DOC, in Department of Corrections. Which is crazy because I remember when I first came through the Department of Corrections, my first bid was for like 3 years. It was for drugs. And they sent me to a jail. It was McDougal Walker. It's McDougal slash Walker for classification. I don't know what they classified because throughout both of my prison bids, I've seen no sense of classification at all. Meaning they don't care what your charge is. They will put a drug dealer with a rapist, child abuser, um, murderer. So what the hell is we classifying? What the hell did I go and do 2 weeks in McDougal for if we all get housed together anyway? And this is crazy because this could really change your whole life. Like I got a story, but before I tell a story, let me set the tone. We were in it was a level 4, I'm pretty sure. It was McDougal, level 4 facility, um, maximum security. And I was there for drugs. So at this point, this was my second bid. I was serving, I was already sentenced. I was serving 12 years on a drug beef because I got caught with some selling crack cocaine, which was my MO. This was my second time getting caught selling crack cocaine. This time I had some guns in the crib, so they was a little more harsh this time. They gave me 12 years, but it's still a nonviolent crime. So I'm eligible for parole after serving 50%. Not saying that I'll go home after serving 50%, but I'm eligible to go talk to the people. The parole board is the people that say whether you will go home or not. At least I'm eligible for an interview with them. And if I can impress them enough, then okay, I'll go home, which is exactly what I did. But on the journey there, we were in level 4, and there was a guy maybe 2 cells down from me. He was in prison. He was in prison for killing his mother, and he had about 90 years or something like that. And at the time, I didn't care. This was a guy that did not like to shower. So his cell used to have such a pungent smell that we would immediately close. When they popped the doors for us to come out for rec, we would close his for him. If he was sleeping, he didn't want to come out, we would close it because the smell would come out. And then when he would come out for rec, the smell just lingered around wherever he was at. And I remember one day it just pissed me off. I was coming out of my cell. I had this little they don't sell air fresheners on commissaries, so it ain't like I could buy a regular spray. So what we got to do is we get these inhalers, the little inhalers that you squirt medicine up your nose with for medical, and we dump the medicine out and we put some type of shampoo. Some people put Muslim oil in their shampoo, whatever smell good fragrance in there, so that when we spray it, it'll make the place smell good. So I come out of my cell. I go in my cell because this dude, the 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 guy that doesn't like to shower, comes out, and he's just walking laps around. This is what a lot of inmates do when they come out for rec. They just walk around, whether it be the yard or the day room. They just walk circles or rec around the day room, yard, wherever they at. And this dude is doing that, but he has a smell, and the smell is just following him all over the place. So I go in my cell and I get my smell good and I come out. But I'm pissed off while I'm doing this, so I'm spraying like the front of my cell because he just fumigated it with his horrible smell. And one of my homies come out and he like, what happened? Somebody farted? And as he's saying it, I'm spraying it, and the dude just so happens to walk by, and I'm so upset that I'm really not trying to hold my tongue. I kind of don't hear if he hear me, so I'm like, nah, this dude right here, man. So he like he once I pointed, my homie already knew what I was talking about because everybody knows that this guy smells. So the dude turns around, looks back. I'm like, yeah, you, bro. At this point, I was ready to go. I didn't care how he felt. So now, mind you, I'm in a lifer's block though. So my homie Gutter, he there on another drug beef. Me and him might have been two of the few people that were there, like on drug beefs. I had 12. He had something light. A lot of these guys were serving life sentences. So Jamaican dude that I was cool with, he came to me and he goes, Wes, do your time and go home, please. I'm like, what you mean? Because I was on one. So the dude turned around, looked back after I said, yeah, you. I'm like, what you want to do? I was just ready and everybody could see it. Everybody was waiting for something to happen. And this just so happened to be a dude that didn't want to see it. Like, yo, bro, you got the least amount of time here out of all of us. That dude got 90 something years for killing his mom. What you think he feel about you? And before he said that though, what made me like come to grips with reality was him saying like, yo, if you ain't ready to kill this dude, like leave him alone. I'm like, what you mean? I ain't scared of this dude. He like, nah, because maybe a week ago I said the same thing, said something to him about his hygiene, and when it was time to lock up, I went to go in my cell. The dude was in my cell waiting to bang out with me, and I had to talk my way out of that one. I don't know if he had a knife on him or what, but I don't want no smoke with that man. So I'm just letting you know if you're gonna be out here performing and carrying on like that about him, you ain't ready to kill him, just leave him alone. And I'm like, man, listen, a dude come up in my cell, he gonna touch every wall in that cell. But I had a cellie, shout out to my man Moon. He had 45 years. He was down for like 20. And he was like, Wes, you got family out there. Like, don't come to jail and get caught up in the politics in jail and make this shit your life, bro. Because you got a life out there to go to. And that, to me, falls back to the classification system. This dude was never even supposed to be around me in my eyes because why would you put drug dealers in the same environment with someone who has life? You're putting someone who has nothing to lose around someone who has everything to lose. And it's like, I'm supposed to just allow him to do what he want to do because he have nothing to lose? No, eventually I'll lose what I have. So that's why I just feel the classification system is just need. We just got to do better with the classification system. I know they got a jail for the mentally challenged, however you want to call it, but it's just horrible. We got to do better. I don't think they should be all housed together like that because I'm one of the hard-headed ones. I'm not going to just shut up because you got life. I'm not going to just let you do what you want to do, and then damn, I lose everything I got going on. So, let me know what y'all think about that. Um, You can always leave it in the comment section. If you have a question that's a little too personal and you only want me to see it, you can hit me up on Instagram. My DM is WES.SMITH.129. That's West.Smith.129. And until next time, peace.